Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel for episode 6 of Rival Stars Horse Racing. My name is KPZ. We are continuing on through the challenge here. I'm going to be very upset with this whole breeding thing. We also have a rivalry involving Richard Calthorpe, an alleged racing prodigy who wants to challenge us to a race. But I really would like Caffeine Tsunami to get leveled up a little bit more. We can't advance. I mean, the horse is topped out at level 15, but I think we've only trained her to level 10. So I would like to be able to get her trained up a little bit more. At least one level before taking him on. That's just my opinion on what we need to win that. Alright, so we've got buy a grade 3 or breed a grade 3 or a 3-star or better horse for cross country. We also have that for regular horses, I guess. So one for K Silverhand or whatever her name is, and the other one is for Sophie. So first, alright, I'll train Caffeine Tsunami once in agility to get her to 50 overall, but I'm not going to level her up anymore. As you can see, we're just at level 10 of 15, so there's some room to go here on speed and acceleration and stuff like that. Alright, so why don't we just do some regular racing and make a little bit of money and see if we can level our horses up and then maybe move on to trying to directly get the goals for this episode. So Caffeine Tsunami is capped and we're just going to race the horse to race it.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at 3 Oaks. Caffeine Tsunami, the one to beat. Gates are open and they're off. A great start for the favourites. Discovery Deputy is also in the run. At the 700, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Robust Blast in second, battling with Dinner Day. Discovery Deputy, 4th spot. Then as the race moves on, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Dinner Day with a brilliant turn of foot from Junior Conclusion. Boiling Roar remains at the back. Caffeine Tsunami keeps the lead. Dinner Day in second place, just in front of Junior Conclusion. On their back is Discovery Deputy. Continuing around the track, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Dinner Day wants the front, just ahead of Junior Conclusion. They straighten up for home, and it's Caffeine Tsunami. Ephemeral Ship on the fence. Caffeine Tsunami wins in impressive style. Dinner Day in second place. Ephemeral Ship in third.
Alright, absolutely brutalizing the field. Cleaning up. Did we get our... I think we were 100 meters short of our goal. So we're going to do one more race here. And this one we can actually bet on.
Excitement building here at Sewell Meadows. Caffeine Tsunami looking to make bookies unhappy. Gate spring, and the favourite gets a magnificent start. Right there is Penguin Shade. Pounding down the course, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Poison Shellfish in second spot. Jagged Function pressuring just behind. Penguin Shade in fourth. Neck and neck with Sunrise Sequel. Caffeine Tsunami in first position. Poison Shellfish in second position. Pushing hard in front of Penguin Shade. Trying not to be outstripped by Sunrise Sequel. Penguin Shade gaining momentum and flying through. Continuing around the track, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Poison Shellfish wants the front. Then Sunrise Sequel. Going hammer and tongs with Penguin Shade. Caffeine Tsunami showing the way. Poison Shellfish in second place. Spring Spark making ground. On their back is Sunrise Sequel, toe-to-toe with Penguin Shade. Caffeine Tsunami keeping the lead spot. Poison Shellfish in second spot, putting in a strong bid with Spring Spark. Caffeine Tsunami still outrunning the rest. Penguin Shade to the outside, followed by Spring Spark. Caffeine Tsunami wins by a huge margin. Penguin Shade second, third at the line, Spring Spark.
All right, more Total Brutality. And we now can get that one. TJ, everything's falling into place. Thanks, TJ. And we got a couple of daily awards here, which I'm glad they started doing these. All right, let's collect another payout here. Still can't upgrade anything there. Still can't upgrade our training facility. Need to complete more goals. So, all right, well, why don't we breed a grade 3 or better horse, and we should be able to get one of the breeding things off the board here. Dignified Constellation. Potentially great stats. And Bagel Burn, also potentially great stats. Catastrophic Card, potentially great stats. I mean, this should be like a no-brainer, right? Read these two horses, we get a 50% chance of a 1-star horse. We should be able to get one of those 2 achievements, no problem. Bonus to jumping, up to 80. I mean, can we get 2 with the same breeding? Alright. Hoping for a 1-star, probably a 2-star. It is a 2-star that's terrible at agility and slightly better at everything else. With white eyelashes. Alright, let's try to pick a name. I probably should have chose Ballerina's Ball. As you can see now, I'm having to flip through a lot of names in the random name generator. Thought about Gossip's Challenge. Instead, we'll go with Defiant Raindrop. Alright, it's time to feed a baby horse. How exciting. Alright, what happened? Why didn't I get any of my goals achieved? We just bred a 2-star horse. We should... Why didn't I get that? Alright, I don't understand what happened there. I mean, I do... I think I do now. But at the time, I was like, I don't get why I didn't get that. Or that. I just bred a grade 2-star horse. Why am I not getting these goals unlocked? And I think the answer is that the game doesn't do a good job of telling you this, but when you're breeding, you have to breed for certain stats. And we'll illustrate this a little bit later on. Alright, so I just straight up bought a 2-star horse, hoping that would unlock one of these. And it didn't. It didn't unlock the cross-country one. And presumably that's because I chose badly about what horse to buy. So now that I'm realizing that my easy way through all these is not so easy, I'm just like, why would I... why? Maybe I should just get rid of these stupid horses I just bought. You know, if it's not going to get me the achievement, then I don't need it because I have better horses. So anyway, we got Artisan Illusion fully ranked up, and we've still got to rank up Dignified Constellation. So let's collect from the branch here and figure out what's going on. And I think what my next plan is to do is to train Dignified Constellation up and then decide if Dignified Constellation is worth keeping. And that would be between Dignified Constellation and Artisan's Illusion. So only going to level 5, that's a little different. Horse isn't available because it's nurturing a child right now. So we will buy the Hidden Genes. Alright. That isn't a particularly high ceiling. And it's ironic to me, or at least a little bit troubling, that Speed is rated as an A+ with a level of 65. What happened to like 90? And then also Jumping was rated at A+, and it was 5 points less. So let's feed our baby horse here again and get her halfway there. Halfway to maturity before we can decide what to do with her. All right. All right, we got to do some racing. All right, let's do some racing. Who are we going to race with? Are we racing Caffeine Tsunami again? I was hoping to be able to get more levels unlocked, but I think this race is going to kind of convince me that that won't happen.
Waiting for the start at Sewell Meadows. High hopes for the favourite, Caffeine Tsunami. The starter gets them underway. Caffeine Tsunami off to a magnificent start. Bookies are nervous. Also running well is Chic Creature. Caffeine Tsunami, the leader. Prize Brawn in second, closely followed by Ace Millionaire. Trying to keep off Sleepy Snail. 600 to run, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Prize Brawn in second place, toe-to-toe with Sleepy Snail. The race continues with Caffeine Tsunami. Prize Brawn in second spot, and then it's Sleepy Snail. Just has a margin over Monster Frog. Caffeine Tsunami continuing to show the way. Prize Brawn in second position. Sleepy Snail next, neck and neck with Chic Creature. As they straighten for home, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Prize Brawn in second. In the stretch, it's Caffeine Tsunami. Caffeine Tsunami breaks their hearts. Chic Creature in second. Sleepy Snail gets the third place.
All right, another dominating win there. And we can go see if we can train our horse up. No, because I didn't race the right horse. So let's go race the right horse. All right, barely favored. We'll see how this goes.
They're ready to go at 3 Oaks. Dignified Constellation, the favourite in an interesting lineup. Racing, and the favourite is driving the pace right from the go. Pumpkin Town also off to a good start. Still going, it's Dignified Constellation. Actual Apricot travelling on the outside. Blessing Record up against them. Just behind, it's Extinct Elephant. Dignified Constellation maintaining the lead. Pumpkin Town in second position up against Island Pun, followed by Blessing Record. Dignified Constellation piloting the field. On the inside, it's Pumpkin Town. A length behind, it's Island Pun, putting up a challenge to Blessing Record. Continuing around the track, it's Dignified Constellation. Pumpkin Town wants the front. 1 length behind, it's Island Pun from Blessing Record. In the straight, it's Dignified Constellation. Pumpkin Town in second place. 2 lengths away, it's Island Pun. Dignified Constellation still in the lead. Dignified Constellation steals the show. Pumpkin Town in second place. Island Hunt in third.
All right, won that race. And now we can start to train up Dignified Constellation. Gonna collect a payout there. Oh, I got an Xbox award. Oh, nice. Alright, we're just going to move on to the next race with the same horse. Not Artisan Illusion. Alright, here we go.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at 3 Oaks. Dignified Constellation, the horse that punters favour. Stalls back racing. A great start for the favourite, Dignified Constellation. Going fast on the outside, it's Terrific Titan. Then as the race moves on, it's Dignified Constellation. Gadget wants the front. Just ahead of Cheesy Chance. Rockfish Trick in 4th place. Trick Universe jockeying for position. 900 metres to the finish, and it's Gadget. Dignified Constellation happy with that position in the pack, putting in a strong bid with Trick Universe. Cheesy Chance is fighting. Rockfish Trick next. Pounding down the course, it's Dignified Constellation. Gadget in second, just in front of Cheesy Chance. A length away, it's Trick Universe. Dignified Constellation in first place. Gadget in second place. Next, it's Cheesy Chance. A length behind, it's Trick Universe. Dignified Constellation once again in the front spot. Cheesy Chance in second spot, just in front of Gadget. 1 length away, it's Trick Universe. At the top of the straight, it's Dignified Constellation. Cheesy Chance in second position, closely followed by Gadget Gadgets. Dignified Constellation setting the pace. Trick Universe in second. Dignified Constellation wins by a mile. Cheesy Chance second. Third at the line, Gadget Gadgets.
Alright, I think that finish went just about perfect. And we can train up one more level. Alright, all trained up to the best of our ability. I forgot how to maneuver around here by using the trigger buttons, I think. Alright, let's collect a little ranch income. And then if I remember the right buttons, we're just going to go right back and do another race with the same horse. Alright, there's our bet. Ooh, an inside draw.
Excitement building here at Three Oaks. Dignified Constellation, favourite for the win. Bookies hoping for an upset. Stand by, and they're racing. First out of the gates is Artist Amusement. Devil's Habit right up there with the leader. Continuing around the track, it's Bramble Breeze. Devil's Habit progressing, sparring with Dolphin's Vacation. Stride for stride with Dignified Constellation. Bramble Breeze keeping the front. King of the Cinder pushing past horses. Mighty Muscle getting through on the inside from King of the Cinder. 800 to race, it's Dignified Constellation. Bramble Breeze in second spot. A length away, it's Dolphin's Vacation. 3 lengths behind, it's Mighty Muscle, pushing hard in front of Daylight Doze. On their back is King of the Cinder. Dignified Constellation still in first position. Bramble Breeze in second position. 2 lengths away, it's Dolphin's Vacation. Then Mighty Muscle. Still going, it's Dignified Constellation. Bramble Breeze wants the front. Next, it's Dolphin's Vacation. 4 lengths behind, it's Mighty Muscle, going hammer and tong with Devil's Habit. They straighten up for home, and it's Dignified Constellation. Bramble Breeze in second place, then Dolphin's Vacation. Dignified Constellation maintaining the lead. Bramble Breeze in second spot. Dignified Constellation has bolted in. Bramble Breeze in second. Dolphin's Vacation gets the third place.
Alright, another dominating win. And we can level up Dignified Constellation one more time. So let's go take care of that. Alright, all trained up. And I still would really love to upgrade my facility because I have the money and the equipment for it, but I can't. So let's race 3 one more time, unlock race 4. Alright, let's add in the big earner here. Big earner skill. That's interesting. Strong starter, probably getting a front running horse. I think I have one. Max bet. Here we go.
Waiting for the start at Three Oaks. Dignified Constellation is where all the money is in this race. Off and racing. Dignified Constellation is off to a fabulous start. Punters would be happy with themselves early. Occasional Noodle right behind. The race continues with Dignified Constellation. Truth's Hollyhock wants the front, and then it's Equal Emperor, closely followed by Occasional Noodle. Action Titan in 7th spot, tussling with Magic Merchant. Dignified Constellation maintaining the prime spot. Truth's Hollyhock in 2nd, just has a margin over Equal Emperor. Occasional Noodle in 4th position. 300 to run, it's Dignified Constellation. Truth's Hollyhock in 2nd position. 1 length behind, it's Equal Emperor. As they straighten for home, it's Dignified Constellation. Equal Emperor in 2nd. It's on now, folks. Dignified Constellation gets the money. Truth's Hollyhock in 2nd place. Occasional Noodle in 3rd.
All right, another nice win. Not a lot of money. And maxed out Dignified Constellation's training cap. Let's collect a payout here from the ranch. Still can't upgrade. And let's get Dignified Constellation trained all the way up. You can see, although the ratings were A's and stuff like that, the ceiling of the horse is not great. So if they said, oh, this race limited to level 5 horses, awesome. But since they don't do that, at least not that I know of. Alright, maybe let's try this one. We'll race Richard Calthorpe. Caffeine Tsunami is probably our best chance. Unfortunately. Alright, here goes nothing.
They're ready to go at Parsons Valley. Punters hoping for a comfortable win for the favourite, Cruel Edge. Caffeine Tsunami hoping to prove the punters wrong. The field is away. Tortoise's Trouble setting the pace right from the start. Cruel Edge going with them on the inside. Cruel Edge at the head of affairs. Tortoise's Trouble in 2nd place, head and head with Cunning Hamster. Adaptable Strategy overtaking, struggling with Sorrow's Basket. Cruel Edge once again in the front spot. Tortoise's Trouble in 2nd spot, just behind its Sandwich Shade. Heads up and down with Sergeant Shock. Cunning Hamster charging through, followed by Caffeine Tsunami. Still going, it's Cruel Edge. Tortoise's Trouble getting moving. A length behind, it's Cunning Hamster. Tortoise's Trouble is coming with a huge run. Caffeine Tsunami eager to get in a better position. Abrasive Butler in 11th spot. Remedy Matrix next. Pounding down the course, it's Cruel Edge. Tortoise's Trouble wants the front. Head and head with Sandwich Shade. Caffeine Tsunami on the outside, putting up a challenge to Sorrow's Basket. Cruel Edge still piloting the field. Sandwich Shade with a tremendous outside run. The race continues with Cruel Edge. 1 length away, it's Tortoise's Trouble, fighting for position with Sandwich Shade. In the straight, it's Cruel Edge. Caffeine Tsunami, not happy where it is. 4 lengths away, it's Tortoise's Trouble. Sorrow's Baskets, pressuring just behind. Cruel Edge, first at the line. Caffeine Tsunami, second. Third at the line, Sandwich Shade.
All right. Richard backhanded complimented us there. We finished second, so we did collect there. Impressive racing out there. Finally, some real competition. Oh, wait. I recognize that name. All right. I don't... It's bothersome to me that they don't make it clear what they're looking for. Now, K1 Arm does give us a hint there when she says we're looking for a really good jumper. Now, I don't know what the difference is between breeding one and buying one. Because this horse, in theory, is going to be a really good jumper when it's all leveled up. But who knows? So we will just end up buying a horse with a pretty good jumping stat at some point. And that is going to satisfy that one. The other one, I just have no idea, and I don't want to keep throwing money at breeding if it's not going to get the achievement. All right. So, yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I'm also not sure what else we have to do to level up Caffeine Tsunami. I would really like to know. But I got my eye out for a 2-star or 1-star thoroughbred that we could train up and stuff like that and develop. Because I don't think Caffeine Tsunami is a great horse. So I think the skills probably cap rather low. And I would prefer a horse that didn't have the skills cap rather low. Alright, so I think we need to make room for a horse, maybe. Or we will after we feed our horse in 3 seconds. Alright, now we're asking this horse to check into a hotel that says there's no vacancy. So we got to create a vacancy for our horse, our new horse, who looks kind of like a zebra. No, I don't want to build a new stall. So let's pick a horse to sell. Bagel Burn is a possibility, but he's good on soft tracks. So we're going to sell Sketch Sight, who we never even gave a chance to. Out the door you go. You were supposed to help me get an achievement, and you didn't, so you're out. Alright, now we're going to gestate Defiant Raindrop to a mare, adult mare. And I think we're going to look at her max stats and see that they're not that great at some point. Artisan Illusions, fully maxed up, is the fastest horse in our stable right now, so I don't want to sell Artisan Illusion. Defiant Raindrop, on the other hand, I don't know if she is gonna... Now here's something weird. It says level 5 of 10 already. But I think what that means is this horse was born and included the ability to train it to level 5 right out of the gate. So that I didn't understand when I was looking at it right then. Alright, we're going to pick another race and run in it and try to train up horse. What horse? That is a great question. Probably Defiant Raindrop to see if she's worth keeping over Artisan Illusion. Or any other horse, for that matter.
Horses and jockeys ready for the off at Parsons Valley. Defiant Raindrop trying to surprise the field. Away they go. Firefly Bet gets a confident start. Ambiguous Adjective is also in the firing line. Shocking Staircase in control. Vampire Gentleman in second position. Golden Genius in third. Next, it's Firefly Bet, neck and neck with Defiant Raindrop. Then as the race moves on, it's Courteous Cavalier. Golden Genius wants the front. Defiant Raindrop building up stamina from Vampire Gentleman. Musical Expert with a magnificent run. Golden Genius leading the race. Courteous Cavalier in second, putting up a challenge to Musical Expert. Vampire Gentleman in sixth place. On their back is Defiant Raindrop. Continuing around the track, it's Golden Genius. Crocus Hubble in eighth position, just has a margin over Defiant Raindrop. At the top of the straight, it's Musical Expert. Crocus Hubble is storming home out deep. 1 length behind, it's Defiant Raindrop. Golden Genius in first place. Firefly Bet is finishing at a rate of knots.
Alright, we were totally outclassed and got absolutely brutalized in that race. But we still got a little bit of assets for doing so. And now we can start to train up Defiant Raindrop to see if she is worth keeping. And I'm sure that more experienced players will already know, like, hey, this is what probably this horse is going to max out at. Do or don't I want to keep it? Yes or no? I don't have enough experience with this racing platform to make that decision, so I got to spend all the money to do it. And look, you can get an achievement for wasting a lot of money in the training barn. I just did. Alright, so Dignified Constellation is faster at the same level. So I don't really know if I need to keep Defiant Raindrop. I really don't, because I think that the horses I have, part of me will hit all the wrong buttons, are better. But we will train the horse up fully so we can make an informed decision on whether or not to keep the horse. And how many, I wonder how many, people are playing this and not taking any of the breeding caps or anything like that into account. Because I certainly didn't when I first started playing this. I had no concept of that. So, try to cut down on the amount of times I've wasted money training horses, but on the other side of that coin is you never really know what it's going to top out at when you buy it. So, I'm buying A-rated horses and they top out at 60 or 65. Here I was thinking they would top out at like 90 or something like that. Alright. So Artisan Illusion is actually the best choice for this course due to the track surface being very hard. Olympia Park is just firm. So maybe we'll race Defiant Raindrop on that surface instead and have a better race.
Excitement building here at Parsons Valley. Defiant Raindrop, hoping to put in a good showing today. Ready to rumble. Shuffled Skeleton sets the early pace. Trouble Tomato also up the front. Pounding down the course, it's Defiant Raindrop. Shuffled Skeleton getting past. Grappling with Superb Sweet. 3 lengths away, it's Cockney Cursed. Cuddly Creature putting the pressure on. Defiant Raindrop still pilots the field. Superb Sweet with a brilliant turn of foot. Just ahead on Superb Sweet. Cuddly Creature in 8th, then Vibrant Crown. Continuing around the track, it's Defiant Raindrop. Superb Sweet in 2nd place. Shuffled Skeleton in 3rd spot. Defiant Raindrop is running for fun. Cuddly Creature with a magnificent run. They straighten up for home and it's Defiant Raindrop. Shuffled Skeleton in 2nd place, pushing hard in front of Cuddly Creature, and then it's Superb Sweet. Defiant Raindrop still in the 1st position. Superb Sweet in 2nd spot.
All right, well-earned victory there. As you can see, I think the turf matching up to our horse's preference really helped out. We had only trained up a little bit more and took that victory. I think we got most of the... I don't intend to play online, so like multiplayer. So I think we've got all of the daily missions that we could hope to get. And we can train up Defiant Raindrop now to level 7 and get a full picture here of what this horse can do. Sort of, maybe, if we train it up a little bit more. All right, so Dignified Constellation is 6560. Defiant Raindrop is 66 speed, 66 jump. So maybe Defiant Raindrop is going to be better at cross country. And or maybe we just need to sell some more horses who aren't good enough. Dignified Constellation, I'm talking about you when I say that. Alright, first let's race Defiant Raindrop in this race.
Waiting for the start at Harson's Valley. Defiant Raindrop, hoping for an upset. They're ready and away. Commander Paradise began quickly. Minimum Creature going with them. With 800 meters to go, it's Commander Paradise. Dream Blur in 2nd spot. Ruby's Category in 3rd position. At the 700 meter mark, it's Defiant Raindrop. Minimum Creature in 2nd position, putting in a strong bid with Commander Paradise. The race continues with Muffin Tsunami. And then it's Minimum Creature just in front of Commander Paradise. Defiant Raindrop leading the field. Muffin Tsunami wants the front. A length away, it's Prince Bingo. Just behind, it's Ruby's Category, pushing hard in front of Minimum Creature. Continuing around the track, it's Muffin Tsunami. Prince Bingo in 2nd position. Defiant Raindrop leading. Prince Bingo in 2nd. Close to home, Prince Bingo wants the front. Defiant Raindrop in control.
All right, a nice win there. Picked up 16K. Now we can train up to level 8. So let's do that now. Speed creeping up to 69. And so this is just kind of, there's not too much deviation here in these scores. All between 66 and 69. That's not a lot of spread. But much better than Dignified Constellation, although it's because we're 3 levels higher. But we're not in the 70s yet. Alright. Let's try a cross-country race. Let's pick one that we haven't done before. And we will try Defiant Raindrop. Even though the turf doesn't match up at all. So I think it might be a good idea to have a different specialist for soft turf, medium turf, hard turf, firm turf. But I wouldn't go every single specific type. Unless you really have a lot of time and money. Alright, new course, so I don't know the layout, not that I really remember the old ones either, but I definitely made a couple of mistakes here. Went way too wide on this turn and slowed down. Definitely shouldn't have done that. A little too wide here, almost missed the gate. Alright, these two weren't very difficult. There. We're going to turn again. And keep turning. And jump there. Then we're going to turn back to the left. Alright, some more jumps here. And here's maybe another slight mess up. I think I could have cut that turn a little bit tighter. Alright, we've definitely slowed down way too much there. Here we run into the fence and this bush. And our horse comes to a total stop, so that's not ideal. And so we're over the time and we'll go through this last gate. Alright, so definitely some room for improvement there, but now that we've done the course already, hopefully we can level the horse up a little bit more and perhaps do better. And we didn't get any money or anything, but we did get a training level to level 9. So after we collect this payout, we'll go train up Defiant Raindrop. Alright, as you can see, we're tipping into the 70s now. Still, probably, in the big scheme of things, this is not going to be a better horse, truly, than the other horses that are already at this level. That's just my opinion. Alright, we're going to try that one once more, try to get the gold medal here, now that we've done it before. So back to Defiant Raindrop. It's pretty much just an all-around horse. Alright, here we go. Alright, the optimal time, 1 minute, 22 seconds. Over the first jump. As you can see, cut the corner a lot tighter there. Almost ran out of sprint. That's going to be a problem later on. Alright, here are a couple more jumps. Continuing this very long turn. Alright, down the hill. Alright, there's one, there's another one. Again, cutting the corner a little bit tight here. Through this gate. And hopefully I won't run into the fence. Alright, we still run into the bush, I guess. Pixels of the bush, perhaps. And can we recover in time? Yes, we can. Gold medal. That's how you do it. And that should let us level up our horse. 17K. Very nice. Alright, well that should cover the training, in theory, to the next level, or most of it. It didn't light up in orange that time. Because I don't have all the feed needs or whatever. 76 speed, 74 sprint, 74 acceleration, 72 agility, 76 jumping. So this horse is really more, I feel, meant for the steeplechase. But that being said, Artisan Illusion is faster and has better sprinting and better agility. So I don't think Defiant Raindrop is necessarily worth keeping. There's not enough clear difference between those two. So I might sell one of these two horses. Alright, looking at the horses here, Alien Adam is an A+ jumping, so we're gonna... Did we buy a new horse? Did we buy that horse? No. I gotta sell a horse first. Alright, Defiant Raindrop with your fancy looking coat. I'm sorry, but you just don't seem distinctive enough for me to keep. And so I'm going to sell you and lose a bunch of money. Off you go. And should I sell another horse or should I just buy one? I swear I should have gotten one of these already because we bred a 2-star horse, but whatever. You know, we'll go buy Alien Adam and see if that works because of the A+ jumping. Probably if I bought both of them, I may have gotten both achievements. Or wait, the first one was a breeding, so never mind that. But we buy Alien Adam for 23 grand. And it does count as a goal. And Kay is now pressuring Sophie to risk injury and get back on the horse. How very nice. Okay. Why don't you get on the horse? You got a robot arm. He'll never fall off. Alright, complete course 3 with no fail jumps. That should be difficult. We're going to use Artisan Illusion, but we're going to expose a critical thing about this kind of racing, cross-country. And what I'm going to tell you is you can run out of sprint meter if your horse is fast enough. Now, will that compromise the jumps? Let's watch and find out. Alright, off we go. Artisan Illusion. Fully maxed horse. First gate, second gate, into the turn, full speed ahead, very long sprint here, over the little jump, over the big jump, over the medium-sized jump, another tight turn, and we ran into the wall there a little bit, turn back, and then turn again, and we run out of sprint right here. Doesn't affect the ability to jump the A-frame. We run out of sprint again a little bit, wood tabletop, no problem. Run out of sprint a third time, and I was really worried here, but we do get over the ramp. So running out of sprint is not a big deal, but I'm wondering if a horse with more ability could have created more sprinting and stuff like that. We ended up with a time just under 53 seconds, which is about 8 seconds slower than the record. So not terrible, but not great. Anyway, we did get another achievement there for Kay Swiftwater, who's very excited, but not as excited as TJ, who I don't know what he was watching. Oh yes, Stables Monthly. Only Stables. I'm waiting for Only Stables to call, because that's going to pay a lot more money than Stables Monthly. Francis sounds like he was stalking my family there when I was a kid, which sounds really bizarre. Alright, we already did that by upping our training facility. So that's very nice. It's the new stuff in cross country that I guess we will tackle with the other horse. Maybe next time, not this time. Anyway, the video is going to end in about a minute. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment or hit the like button. We will probably train up Alien Adam to see what happens there next time on Rival Stars horse racing, and maybe more cross country. This episode was all about training. I'll see you next time, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend.